Hi, and welcome to the Vigil app. So, Vigil app is available on Android and iOS. When you join the app, you're asked to log in. They'll send the code. You have a choice to create a vigil or join a vigil. I'll show you join. When you join a vigil, you will see a feed of all the vigils on the app. You can search for a vigil in the top right-hand corner, or you can click on a vigil that you want to attend. So I'm going to click here on the Legends of Y Combinator. Once I'm in, I'm going to press the join button. And so now that I'm here, it's broadcasting to the world these Legends of Y Combinators Candlelight Vigil. And so the way it works is in the bottom right-hand corner is the microphone button. You tap to record a voice note for the vigil. Or when you want to speak inside the vigil, you would hold down the microphone and then you can record. To the left of that is a volume button. The volume button just allows you to, if you're in a room that requires you to be silent, you can put the volume lower. If you need to be higher, you can press higher. Beside that is the more button, allows you to raise your hand, invite friends by phone contact or via email. To the left of that is the hand button with the $sign. And it allows you to send a gift contribution towards the deceased estate. So if someone left behind family or something like that, let's say that somebody died in a car crash or something like that, and you wanted to leave money for the surviving wife and maybe kids and stuff like that, you can go ahead and contribute whatever amount that you want. And then to the left of that is the vigil history button. So in the history here, it's the entire vigil being replayed. So if you missed the vigil, you can go back here and replay what was said, and it all appears in chronological order. And this is where you also leave your voice notes as well. At the top, you'll see the people that are attending the vigil, their names, their avatars. Then it will say survived by, and says survived by wife, children, friends, and lovers. So this is just a little message of who the survivors of the deceased. Top right-hand corner, you'll see it says story. Story is just an obituary, cause of death. So they died in a horrific plane crash in 2021. 6 lives were lost tragically due to malfunction of the propeller. And underneath the survived by, you see the deceased people. And this is just a slideshow of the deceased. Beneath that, because I'm a host, I have a manage button. But if you are an attendee, you won't see that a manage button. You'll only see the leave or join button. Underneath that is a candle that represents everyone that's inside the vigil. So one candle gets lit for every single person that attends a vigil. And that's why it's called a vigil candlelight service. So in order to believe in vigil, you have to believe that the following items are true. That the deceased person's family is willing to pay for vigil to remember this person. And you have to also believe that if the family doesn't host it for the person that's deceased, maybe a friend would, and maybe a friend would pay out of pocket. The manage screen is where you would allow people to come up and speak. So as people are speaking, you'll see it says on mic, raised hands, and others. And so it looks like Ashley wants to speak. You just click that person's avatar. And at the bottom here, you can allow them to speak by turning on their mic. And then you can turn off their mic. And you can block somebody if need be. Top right-hand corner with the 3 buttons. It allows you to transfer ownership of the vigil to the family once the service is completed. And now the family will own this forever, a little keepsake for them. And vigils are live 24/7, 365 days a year, where anyone can come and speak to the deceased. It doesn't require the host at all, but once the host is logged in through the join button and actually hosting and monitoring the vigil, the host has full control.